All right. Shalom, everybody. Forgive me, I was zooming in Lily J account in Instagram. And obviously, Lily J is a very good Muslim. I like a lot of things about Lily J. And she is a very conservative Muslim. And you like it or not, you have to admit that she is, especially after she converted to Islam. She is very I think this is in the same hotel where Mimi Hijab used to go. This is a video. What is this? Why it goes dark? I have to sign in. All right. Sorry, too bad. I cannot see Lily J in Hotel California. So Lily J, she's supposedly a Muslim now, but she will not delete her pictures and her accounts, which is almost naked, I mean, what's wrong with being naked? This is Lily J, very conservative Muslim women. Lily J is sucking ice cream. Licking ice cream. Lily J is smoking hashish. So Lily J have a lot of skills, including knowing a lot of facts about Islam. So she is like a very high-tech person. She asked ChatGPT, and ChatGPT always give her the answer. Like I wasted my life going to school and getting degrees and universities, but the ChatGPT.
Have you ever wondered how artificial intelligence,
ChatGPT,
a prophet or God, according?
Okay, hold on. This is not her account. I thought this is her account. I want her account. ChatGPT. Hold on. Let me give you an idea about,
Did you know the Quran starts almost every chapter with God is the most merciful, most compassionate, which equals 114 times, right?
Yeah, this God, he says to the man to beat you and to stone you. And not only that, literally to screw you. And then after they use you and screw you, they divorce you. I mean, the most merciful. And your prophet, the most merciful, he tied a woman from her legs to two camels, and he forced the camels to run in two different direction, and that made her split two pieces. Very merciful religion. Tell us what?
Meanwhile, the media wants you to believe that Islam was spread by fear and the sword.
The media, a bunch of liars, I mean, even Muhammad, he worked with this media. Because Muhammad, he says, I was victorious by terror. Obviously, Muhammad is a liar, scumbag. This is what I keep saying. Nobody want to believe me. I don't know. Isn't it this is your prophet? I'm typing with one hand, I have water in the other hand because I'm thirsty. I was looking at the pictures of Lily, Jay, and I get thirsty. All us Arab, we get thirsty when we see those pictures. Our lips became dry, and we are hi-fi. So when Muhammad, he say I was victorious by terror, obviously he worked for this same media. But Allah, the most merciful. See the media? Al-Bukhari media, Sahih Muslim media, Muslim website media, all of them, they say that Muhammad, he was victorious by terror from a distance of 1 month journey. Obviously, he was very peaceful. To the point from a distance of 1 month, people get scared and terrified and they convert to Islam. Read it. So this is all is the media. Don't listen to it. So, she is just a silly, stupid, fake blondie. And, the Muslims, always their saliva will run. When they see a woman, they will find her attractive. And here you see the hypocrisy of ALI DAWAH and this guy with him. He looked like he sounded like a Moroccan, something like that, from his accent. So Lili Dawa, she went to a country, I'm not sure where, but obviously those are Sufi, maybe Chechnya. It sounds like it, you know. So she went there and she joined those Sufi. And by the way, those Sufi, they were fasting. And Lili Dawa and this guy, they were watching the video, and they have a very clear message to Lili Dawa pressed upon her.
Just want to show her vlog going there, and let's see what we can take from inshallah.
Going where? Hold on, I did not see going where. I think he will mention the country. All right.
Do you take what from inshallah? We just want to show her vlog going there, and let's see what we can take
Going
from inshallah
where?
and talk about.
Going where?
Nazim is somebody who a lot of scholars.
I don't think it's run by Sheikh Nazim. It's by the replacement of Sheikh.
Yeah. I mean, is his group.
Naqshbandi.
This is group,
Naqshbandi.
exactly.
Yeah.
Those
Exactly.
are
Now,
Naqshbandi.
this obviously this individual, he's passed away now, and a lot of scholars have deemed him to be a deviant.
Do you know who's Sheikh? Who is his Sheikh?
No.
Abdullah Dagestani. From Dagestan.
Oh, okay.
That was his Sheikh. He learned from him. And
SubhanAllah. So we're going to watch a video of her heading to Sheikh Nazim Center, and we just want to tell her just to be careful with certain things. We're not saying that these people are bad. We're not saying that. We're just saying the ideology behind that is very dangerous. So you're a new Muslim. Just be careful who you.
You know, see here, you see the hypocrisy of Ali Dawa. He will not dare to say that those are kuffar and they are not Muslims, you know, which is the truth, you know, like those are not Muslims really. Those are, you know, Naqshbandi and Sufi, and, you know, they sing and they dance, and, I mean, you know, and actually you will see the hypocrisy of Ali Dawa. And Ali Dawa, I mean, why you are so interested of Lili J? What about you make a video about Muhammad hijab and the, you know, the McDonald muta? Like you are not there, you are not. You did even interview with this woman, the false marriage of Muhammad hijab. Why you don't post it? What a potato you are. Are you trying to hit in Lili J? Be honest. Be honest. Are you focusing in her butt? Because your prophet was a butt guy. Woman was walking by and he kept staring at her butt, and I can show the reference. And he was talking to the Muslims and he was saying, Allah will forgive you, but, and the women walked by, you know, because he was looking at her butt. They said, Prophet, but what? He said, but, and then supposedly, according to the hadith, his penis became so excited, and then he went to his wife, and he, you know, she was doing leather tanning, and she said to her, take off your panty. She said to him, but, he said, but what? Turn your butt and give me your panty, okay? So the butt story is obvious. I mean, you Muslims, from all the garbage in your religion, you found that Lili J is the one who need advice. And look how hypocrite you are. What about you say to her, why you are not wearing hijab? Why you are wearing makeup? Why you bring men to your apartment and you are alone? Like Sheikh Yasin. I mean, what kind of a Muslim he goes in the apartment of a woman alone? Isn't it this is haram in Islam, brother? Do you see how hypocrite you are? So this is now what make you like alarmed? Okay, what happened? Tell us.
You take what from inshallah? We just want to show her vlog going there, and let's see what we can take from inshallah and talk about this movement and how dangerous they could be.
Today I'm meeting the sons of Sheikh Nazim, who had over 40 million students, and now his sons have taken over his legacy. People from all around the world come to learn about Islam. It's like I've stepped in a time machine back 1400 years. They are trying to live like the Sahaba did. It's like a full-on
Yeah, maybe this is Chechnya. Let me see, give me a second, you know, just to show you what kind of Islamic practice they, you know, they have nothing to do with Islam actually. Qadarov is one of them, you know, he claimed to be a Muslim and etc. Let me see. All right. They are the most weird mental people in the world. But I mean, they are the same as the rest of the Muslims. Nothing new. But they have obviously a different religion from Islam. Stop. Switch. Switch. Hey, 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 penguin, 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 penguin Sufi. Allah, 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 Allah. No, 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 no. 1, 2, 3. Switch. Come on. Up. Come on. Yeah. Switch. Yeah. Oh, one, 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 one. Yeah. Let us run. Yeah. Come on. Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar. Yeah. Yeah. Start jumping. Get up. Yeah. Bounce. 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 Penguin. Get him. Get him. Up, 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 up. Switch. Stop. Up. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. All right. Another example of the Sufi. Actually, this is the sheikh I think they are talking about, the one who opened, he have 40 million followers. Look how beautiful. He put eyeliner in his eyes, the same as Muhammad. And they jump in the mosque like monkeys. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Oh boy. Lord have mercy. You know, I'm just tired watching. This is another one. I'm just giving you examples, you know, so you might convert. Lady J, did you enjoy it? Yeah, you start dancing too, okay? And look how they come and they kiss his hand and they kiss their feet. Yeah, hey, yeah, ooh, hey, oh, a bunch of mental illness, you know. Oh boy. Here, this is even, I mean, why you want to go to the gym? Your prophet used to dance like this? I want to see it. That is hilarious. Yeah. Hey, Chechnya, those are Chechen, Kadarov. And the women, they are doing like, you know, yeah, yeah. Faster, Rasulullah, Rasulullah. What is Kadarov? Hold on, I want to show you the video of Kadarov. Ramazan, even their name is wrong. Kadarov. You know, the Muslim, they say, we are Muslims. The second you ask them, is Sufi or Muslim? They will say, no. You ask them, Ramadan Kadyrov is a Muslim? You say, yes. What about Erdogan is a Muslim? Yes. But those are Sufi. All those are Sufi. And according to Ali Dawah, we heard him saying they are dangerous. This is Kadyrov. Let us see Kadyrov. La 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 la. La 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 la. Look at Kadyrov. Look, look, look. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now look at Kadyrov. Look at Kadyrov. Look, look, look. I mean, by the way, when you listen to this, you feel peace. It's very romantic, very peaceful, and it is amazing. Those are Sufi, they aren't even Muslims. But anyway, so really Dawah, he don't dare to say to her, like, come on, those are not Muslims. But in the same time, he say, be careful, those they have a dangerous teaching. So what dangerous mean? Later we will see, if you follow them, you will go to hell.
Community here where everyone helps out wherever they can. So this lady was from Kazakhstan and was making a traditional noodle dish from her hometown. They were doing some old style carpentry, so traditional and so cool.
Brother, who controls all this? They work together as a unit. They like to share everything. They like to share the food. And anybody allowed to come and eat, so nobody control it. It's controlled by Allah.
It's so cute. Everyone brings a dish to share. This community is so multicultural. It's amazing to see. Kazakhstan, UK, Turkey, Germany, France, Brazil, Chile, Egypt. It's like one big family. I was honored to be invited by one of the sons, Sheikh Bahadin, to his place for iftar and meet his beautiful family. Now it's time to break fast. We made a prayer showing gratitude to God for the meal we are about to eat.
For our iftar, we just have our tea and dates. Then after we pray, then we have our dinner.
We broke fast with dates and water like the Prophet did.
You are promoting the sincerity.
Yeah.
When you are sincere, you will have a lot of enemy.
This is why I don't take pictures like those, you know? Because if I am sincere like her, can you imagine how many enemies will come after me? I mean, Lily J, is that... I mean, I can see your butt. And where is your bra? What, Lily J? She is very, very sincere to the point she will not even delete her account and her pictures. She is very, very convinced that Islam is the solution for her life. I mean, this woman, she spent her life, I don't want to say, it's not good for you guys. It's, most of you are so young. I'm the only 17 years old here and mature enough to say those things. Lily J, why you don't go to Sheikh Nazim with this? Don't you have the same clothes? I'm sure you still have them. Trust me, Sheikh Nazim, he will right away will do boom boom with you, even though he's dead. You are spreading sincerity. Eesh, that's deep. A lot of sincerity there.
Don't think I'm sincere and I'm free. No. Then the war will start. And the biggest enemy for you will be your ego.
Very true. Now we're going to pray. Prayer is finished. Time to eat. The food looks...
Look, she is in the prayer, she is a Muslim. After the prayer, she is a whore. But nothing changed really. I mean, why you are wearing hijab and Islamic clothes during the prayer? Why you don't... during the prayer, Allah will see you. After the prayer, Allah go blind. Okay.
Looks absolutely amazing. There were noodles, sweet and sour soup, chicken, yaprak, dolma, beef, spring rolls, salad.
You can tell that the Muslims in Ramadan, they really fast. I mean, this is really struggling. This is what fasting is about. This is what they eat every day when the sun set in Ramadan, brother. And they are fasting. Look how many dishes.
Soups, oh, so good.
Look, before we eat, we have to read the Fatiha. Since when? This is new. I never heard of Muslims before they eat, they read the Fatiha. What the heck? For the video purpose. Okay.
We had some dessert and tea, and then we had a chat with Sheikh Bahadin to learn more and discuss Islam.
I follow you, I appreciate what you do. It is like you have touch of the heart of the people.
Especially the Muslim heart, which is located between their legs. We have to say it. The Hotel California McDonald girl of Mimi Hijab Entertainment, the funny they call her wife, but the fact she is his, you know, I don't want to say the word. Trying to say it. Trying to resist to say it. You know, we are Arab. When the more we cough, you know, the more mean we are struggling to say certain truth. She's a wife, brother. She's a wife. But we F each other once a week, or you know, from time to in the hotel. After we finish, you know, she go to her home, I go to her home. But she's a wife, proving to be true. Continue.
Thank you very so much.
Then it was time for Taraweeh prayer, and I did 20 rakats. Woo!
She did bow down 20 times. If there's any men behind you, be careful. I mean, the Muslim, a gay who was bending in front of them, they say they were tempted. I can show you the hadith. If they get tempted by a man bending over, what will happen if you bend in front of them? Watch.
It was a beautiful way to spend the 27th night of Ramadan. Hopefully it was Laylatul Qadr.
Oh boy.
And this is Sheikh Mehmet, the son of Sheikh Nazim, who was his chosen successor. He was incredibly kind. He gave me some words of encouragement and a meaningful gift, which they only give out once a year on Laylatul Qadr.
Laylatul Qadr is one of the most stupid stories in Islam. According to Muhammad, if you pray at that night, which Muhammad do not know which night, and I'm surprised she said this is the Laylatul Qadr, because no Muslim knows when it was. Even Muhammad, he forgot. But Muhammad, he claimed, just to show you how stupid he is, if you pray in that night, is better than 1,000 months of a prayer, which mean 83 years. So imagine you pray one night is equal to pray 83 years each day 5 times. So I don't know, I'm not good in calculation, but let us see. If every year 365 darb x 80, 29 and 200 x 5, that is 146,000 prayer. So 83 years of your life praying to Allah, bending your butt up and down 146,000 times. According to the scammer Muhammad, this night is better than all of this. 83 years of a prayer. So why you want to pray for 83 years? Well, pray this night. 20 rak'ah. She bowed down 20 times. Better than 146,000 prayer. You know, when the Muslims, they speak about things. Those who do not know, they, they have no idea. So she said a word, but the second you investigate the word she said, you will see Islam is so stupid. So if the Muslim, he pray and he bow down, we call it rak'ah, 12 times, an average, So we mentioned that 146,000 times prayer, which means everyday prayer, 5 times, x 80 years, x 365 days. And then that will be x 20. That is 2,920,000 bowing down. Lily J, she just did 2,920,000 bowing down by praying, and that night 20 times, which means just bowing down 20 times. So you see how Islam is so easy. You don't pray all the year, you just go pray in this night, and that will give you 2,920,000 bowing down to Allah. And this is Allah is saying that. It's not Muhammad supposedly. So it must be true. It must be true. But the funny is nobody knows where this night is. Muhammad himself, he forgot. Anyway, let us go back to Lily J and Lily Dawah.
So honored.
Let's get to the point, inshallah. So obviously now, as she's a new revert, she might.
You mean she is a new pervert? I saw, in David channel and Upside Prophet, they call the new convert to Islam, they call them revert. Just to show you how shallow those Christians are. When you say revert, you are confirming that they are the original and we are the crooked one. This is what revert mean. Revert mean coming back to the truth, to the correct way. So when you are a Christian and you are dumb, and then you say what they say, revert, that means you are confirming their lies. Do you know why? Did you see Muslim, they are not saying convert? Why they are not saying convert? They are smarter than those Christians who say stupid things. So they say revert, they say Islam means submission. It doesn't matter how many times you tell them don't say that, because they don't want to admit that they are being dumb and they are sponsoring Islam by repeating their lies. They will keep saying it. It doesn't matter how many times we say to them. Arrogant and fake. So never say revert. Those are pervert. Muslim, they are not even using the word convert. There's a reason. They are very careful how to frame words. Not like the naive Christians who have no idea what Islam is about, yet they claim they can fight it with their stupidity. According to Muslims, the Christians and the Jews, they went away from the true religion. So if somebody, he was born in any of those two culture or etc. or religion, when he come to Islam, he is a revert, which means he came back to the origin, to the truth. So when you say yourself, you say she is a revert, obviously you are a donkey if you are a Christian. You do not know what you are saying, you just confirmed that you are a person who lost, and she is a person who came back to the truth. This is how stupid some people who call themselves Christians. And they will not admit that they are being stupid when they use this word. So now she is a pervert, because you have to be a pervert to join such a cult based on penis and vagina.
Watch this video, it might be a bit like, oh my gosh, like, what's going on? The reason we're doing this video
Nasiha, we're doing nasiha.
it's a nasiha.
It's a
And
nasiha.
also, I did get in contact with Sister Lily J to send her a mat for herself to learn how to pray. She doesn't know how to pray. It is still there. We send it for free. salahplus.com. She can order.
So this woman, she converted, she perverted to Islam more than 2 years now or 3 years, and until now she does not know how to pray. What? Isn't it the one who don't pray is not even a Muslim? I can show you your prophet saying that. So what do you mean she don't know how to pray? It takes 2 minutes to learn how to pray. It's just a stupid behavior, even how you put your hand, your fingers, it's just a silly. So all this time she is making video, but she did not know, and you Muslim did not teach her how to pray. So how she is a Muslim? Isn't this is one of the most important conditions in Islam? I will send you this. Give me your address. I will come to your house.
Order it herself. It's absolutely for free, and we're actually teaching another public figure, which is the Japanese sister who came to Islam. Our head of sisters Salah team is teaching her how to pray Salah, inshallah, and we're sending a mat to her. We spoke to her.
If there is anyone who speaks Japanese and he would like to help to translate my books into Japanese, contact me. As you see, the Muslims are working so hard trying to spread the garbage of Muhammad everywhere, in Japan and other countries. So if you are a person who knows Japanese language, or you know somebody who can help us, contact me.
So it's there for anybody to use. But it's very important as a new Muslim yourself, when you come, to understand what is the concept of Islam. And one of the greatest concepts of Islam, the first thing is Tawheed. Now, what are the major things that Sheikh Nazim, he was known as a Sheikh. And
the Muslims, they keep talking about the concept of Tawheed. Tawheed does not mean oneness of God. They are stupid as usual. Tawheed means unification. If you have one God as one person, you will never use the word Tawheed. It doesn't fit. But because Muhammad is a thief, he took that word from the Old Testament, Echad. Echad does not mean one as a person. Echad means unity. That's why the Bible says the man leave his family, his parents, and he join his wife in marriage. They get married, and they become Echad, which means became one, but as a unity, not one person. Still, they are two people. So the stupid Muhammad and the stupid Muslims, they are using a very clear word. Prove that Islam does not believe in one person, which is Tawheed. Tawheed is not about one God as one person, about unification of many things together. That's why in Arabic, if you type, you can type Tawheed al-Duwal al-Arabiya, which means unification of Arabian states. You don't use Tawheed for something is already one. In fact, it's an act of continuous, which means you are trying to unify. It's not even unified yet. This is what Tawheed means. It's not unified yet. This is how stupid they are when they speak in Arabic.
Nazim came up with that is very dangerous.
A sheikh who does not know Quran, he does not know Hadith. I have never heard him or anybody that follow.
Supposedly you both, you know Quran and Hadith. Shall we play your videos and people would die laughing at you both?
Follow the knows about him to have said قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم or قال الله تعالى. You know, you spoke about Tawheed. Well, let's kind of dissect this. If someone says that there are others with Allah Jalla wa Ala, like they call them Qutb, al-Aqtab. That's what they call Qutb. It's Allah.
You see the knowledge of Ali Dawah? He said, what is that? Because you don't know Arabic, This guy, he is a Moroccan. You can tell from his accent, and his Arabic is broken. The other guy is a Turkish, and he have no idea what the first guy he said. So now the second guy, the one in the left, he want to show that he had knowledge. And Ali Dawah, he just showed that he is an idiot. So Qutb is like, having, when you have the magnet, you have positive and negative. Each one of them in the both side is called Qutb. All right? And this is what he is talking about now. Let's see what he will say. I'm trying to show the text so you guys can see in case you did not understand what they are saying, so you can read the subtitle.
Like a saint. It's like a saint.
Okay.
That's stupid to say, because Qutb have nothing to do with saint. You're an idiot. See, he is using the very wrong Arabic word, What qutb have to do with saint, you donkey? You Muslims, do you even Muslims have saints? I mean, all of you are pervert. What the heck are, what's, and since when qutb means saint? If any Muslim know this idiot, tell him if he dare to talk to me for 5 minutes to wipe the floor with him. Those are Moroccan, occupied by the Arab, enslaved, they raped their women, they killed their queen, and now they became the slaves of the Arab. So they try to speak Arabic, but their Arabic is broken, is hilarious, is dummy, is stupid. They claim that they have knowledge by growing a beard, but my friend, the goat have a beard, and it's bigger than yours. But the goat's still a goat. However, the goat is useful. You are not. Continue.
قطب. And these aqtab are with Allah Jalla wa Ala, and they look at the preserved tablet, al-Lawh al-Mahfuz.
Yeah.
Is that shirk or no?
I'll find that problematic. I'll find that
Very problematic.
very problematic.
So look what he said. The first one he said, is that shirk or not? Ali Dawah, the coward, he did not say yes. He said, I find that problematic. But the first guy, he said it's a shirk. If you are doing shirk, you are not a Muslim no more. I mean, do you see how they trying to both are joining together supposedly to share the truth? But one he find it like problem, the other find it shirk, which mean apostasy. And the funny is, those two dummies, when they say shahada, they are the one who associate Muhammad with Allah. So if you are saying we associate a man with the name of Allah is a shirk, which means become a kafir, become an apostate, well, why you associate the name of Muhammad? You associate Muhammad name and his knowledge with Allah. If we go in the hadith, we will find thousands of times the Muslims saying Allah and his apostle knows best. And obviously Muhammad and Allah knows best because they found where the sun set. You know how Muhammad he knew this. So Muhammad he asked his companion, do you know where the sun set? The guy he says Allah and his apostle knows best. He said to him, it's set in murky water. And now we know that Muhammad and Allah, both they know best, and nobody in the world knows like them. All right? And by the way, this is scientifically proven to be true. I heard a very well-known scientist. I can play his voice for you, you know. Very well-known scientist from Pakistan, from India. He said, first of all, Prophet Muhammad is the first one to discover where the sun set. Exactly where the sun set. It said that it set in the third of the water. What the heck? I don't understand what you are saying. It's very hard for you to understand me because you are not from the same standard of intelligence. Oh, okay. But Zakir, look, it says, I was sitting behind Allah Messenger. Why this guy did not sit in the front? Because the Prophet Muhammad, he like meant to sit behind him. Oh, okay. No comment. And what will happen if he sat behind them? First of all, we cannot discuss details because those are sexual. Oh, okay. So he said, Muhammad asked the guy, do you know where the sun set? What the guy said? Allah and apostle and his apostle knows best. So look at the hypocrisy of those two. They have a problem with the Sufi. They associate with Allah other names and with their knowledge of Allah. But they have no problem worshipping Muhammad, making him equal to Allah. Supposedly Allah is the God and Muhammad is just the prophet. No. Allah and Muhammad knows best. Best. Both of them knows best. Not like Muhammad knows and Allah knows best. No, no, no. Muhammad and Allah equally together in one sentence, and both they knows best. Here you see the hypocrisy. And then Muhammad he made the normal poo-poo, which will appear in the Quran chapter 18, that the sun set in a boiling, blazing hot water. And obviously based on this, who can deny that Prophet Muhammad knows best? Nobody can deny. This is proven scientifically to be true. And brother and sister, if you can come with something like this. And then the Muslim, they say to you, can you make Quran like the Quran? You cannot. Can you make Quran? It says the sun set in a spring of boiling, blazing hot water. Nobody can do that. Only Muhammad. Welcome to Hotel California. We go back to the comedy show of, look at this face. That is no, I find that problematic. I find that very, very problematic.
What about you do not have to pray to Allah directly, but you have to pray to Allah through a qutb?
You have to, or you can?
You have to.
No, that's I mean, both of them. You can is problematic. Let alone you have to.
You have to.
Yeah.
So that.
But look at the hypocrite. Isn't it you Muslims? Your false prophet, he says to you, when you pray, Allah, your prayer will come to me. Is the prayer you make is going to Allah or going to Muhammad? Isn't it you Muslims? You say, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Allah, he pray on Muhammad, and you Muslim, they pray on Muhammad. Muhammad, he claim that when the Muslim, they pray, all the prayer they make, including Friday, is going to come to Muhammad. And as you see, this is very authentic. This is not just, this is very authentic. They cannot deny it. We will not show you the one which says da'if, even though da'if is accepted, by the way. All right? So, according to Muhammad, he lied, and he claimed that when the Muslim, they pray, their prayers goes directly to Muhammad, not to Allah. Which means Muhammad, he claimed to be God. Because how hundreds of millions, they will pray, and all their prayer will come to Muhammad, and he can see them in the same time. And this is when he is supposedly in the grave. The Muslim, they say to him, well, how our, you see a translation here is a lie. They say our blessing. Nowhere it says blessing, it says salah. In Arabic it says, read with me carefully here, فَأَكْثِرُوا عَلَيَّ مِنَ الصَّلَاةِ فِيهِ فَإِنَّ صَلَاتَكُمْ مَعْرُوضَةٌ عَلَيْهِ. So do a lot of a prayer, not blessing. What a blessing? Stupid liars, Muslims. Secondly, can you bless somebody yourself? What do you mean? Your blessing will be displayed for me. It doesn't make sense. Blessing? And then they say to him, how our prayer, not blessing, how can our prayer will be submitted to you while your body is decayed? He replied, Allah the Exalted has prohibited the earth from consuming the body of the Prophet. And here you see how low the IQ of the stupid Muhammad. Because what does have to do with the question? What does have to do with the question? They are asking you, you will be dead. When they say to you, your body will be decay, I mean, you are gone. So how our prayer will come to you? Muhammad, because he's a dumb and he is stupid, he says, oh, my body will not decay. But who cares if your body is decay? We can put you in the fridge. Still, how the prayer will be displayed for you? What a stupid idiot. And then, when Muhammad he died, because of this sentence, he said that the body of the Prophet will not decay. They did not bury him. So they keep him out of the grave. They did not even dig a grave for him for 3 days. After 3 days, Muhammad belly becomes so big and full of fart. In case you do not know, when somebody he died, whatever food he have inside his stomach is going to be still digested by the bacteria inside. And that will lead to have gas, which is, we call it fart, peace be upon him. So according to Ibn Abbas, he said, and this is the cousin of Muhammad, he said, idfanu sahibakum faqad raba batnuhu. Bury your friend, her belly became so big like a pregnant woman, full of fart. وَانْثَنَتْ خُنْصُرُهُ, and his fingers, they bend down. This is what happened when a Muslim, when a man, he died, or a human being, because simply he is losing water, you know. So his fingers will start shrinking, like bent together. and then the color of his nails, which is the hadith says that, and that the nails of Muhammad, they start changing. And then the other hadith says, you know, يأسن كما يأسن البشر, he stink. So all of those things prove that Muhammad was a fraud. He just told them. And everything I said to you, we have tons of reference for it. You know, if a Muslim will say I'm lying, just to challenge me. You know, like we don't say things to make it up. Everything I said, we have a proof and reference, and this alone is enough to prove that Muhammad is a fraud. If Muhammad is not a fraud, you know, why he want to do that? Why he want to say why his body decay? You know, why the body of Muhammad decay? You tell me. It doesn't make sense, right? So Muhammad obviously let me find you some reference just because we mention it, because you know the Muslim will say we are making things up, you know, blah blah blah. You know the thing, right? You know the thing. This is here. The book, it's called The Stories of the Nobles, and this is written by the Imam al-Dhahabi, and this is page 154, and this is speaking about what happened to the Muslims when Muhammad he died. And here we will see Abu Bakr, he came to the Prophet after his death, and he bent down and he kissed him, and he said, I sacrifice my father and my mother for you, O Prophet of Allah. And then he was left for 1 day 1 night, just 1 day 1 night, حتى ربى بطنه وانثنت خنصراه, until his belly becomes so big, full of fart, and his fingers they bend. It's a sign when what happened to you when you die. If you don't believe this, what it says, we can use the translation, you know, options. Hold on, let me open Google, peace be upon him. And don't think this is just one reference. I can show you endless reference, you know, endless about what happened. And now for sure the Muslim, they will say we don't accept, we don't, yeah, anything is embarrassing, expose Muhammad, we don't accept. But as you see, it was accepted all those centuries by the Muslims, and they published by their books. Otherwise, how we Christian, we will know about it. All right. So here it says, I will copy in front of your eyes.
He stayed for a day and a night until his stomach grew and his little fingers became bent.
Prophet, are you dead or you are what is that noise? But you, Prophet, but you said to us your body will not decay. Prophet, what happened? Where's the gas coming from? Are you still eating? Did you sleep without cover? So according to the hadith, it's just 1 day, and this what happened to him. Look how fast his body went into the decay process. Just 1 day, a day and a night. It's not even 3 days. Some hadith they say they did not bury him for 3 days. Maybe they were hoping like he will be the same as the Messiah. Scammer. And he is the one who said that the Prophet body will not decay. So we go back here, and here you see how the Muslim, they confess that they are false people. Because if you reject a human being to be associated with the God, which you call Allah, which means the moon, Allah, you should not associate Muhammad. So you Muslims, you have a double standard in your religion. In one hand, you say Muhammad is just a man, he's a prophet of Allah, he's servant of Allah, but then you associate his name with him by knowledge, in the shahada, in the worship, in the act, even in the prayer. Even Allah himself, he pray on Muhammad. That's why Mimi Hijab, he says, that's why the translation says Allah pray for Muhammad, not to Muhammad, which does not make any difference, because Allah, he pray for Muhammad. He pray to who? The Christian believe in the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. So the Messiah, he pray to the Father. Muhammad, God, he pray to who? He have a father? Let us continue with this hilarious video.
That's
So
Allah
this
Jalla
it's
wa'ala.
like association.
Allah Jalla wa'ala, you don't pray to Allah Jalla wa'ala directly, but you pray to him through a qutb from this aqtab that they call, the saints that they call, and that.
Yeah.
Now this is one. You want to know the worst one? Look, we talk about tawakkul. Tawakkul is part of tawheed.
Yes.
Okay. Will you tell a pope to pray for you?
No, why would I ask a prophet to pray for him? He needs to pray for himself. He's doing shirk. He needs to ask guidance from
I can
God.
show you evidence.
Yeah.
Evidence
Yeah.
from Nazim.
Yeah.
Nazim.
Look at those hypocrites. They said you should not ask somebody to pray for you. But just Muhammad, he says, Allah and his angels and the believer, they pray to me, on me. So if this is an act of shirk, well, only religion is an act of shirk. Do you see the hypocrisy? So now this Moroccan guy is saying, listen, Lily, do you know that this sheikh, he asked the Pope to pray for him? How bad. Let us see the consequence.
Nazim al-Qabani, Nazim, the Sheikh Nazim.
Okay.
From him.
Ali Dawah is not concentrating. He didn't know what we are talking about. I mean, the guy Nazim, we do not know Nazim. You are talking about him from the beginning of the video, you idiot. How many times he told you his name? And you ask him which Nazim? Are you asleep? Are you suffering from flight of thoughts? In this video, if we go back, we will see this guy, he mentioned to you that Nazim, you yourself, you said she went to the Sheikh Nazim. And now you say to him, who's Nazim? Who's Nazim? What? What?
Nazim al-Qabani, Nazim, the Sheikh Nazim.
Okay.
Okay.
From him, saying to Pope Benedict the 16th, do dua for me.
No way.
Okay, yeah.
No, I want your reaction on
No,
this.
I mean, it's for me. It's like
React, man. Stand up. You stupid idiot. He said I want to see your reaction. Do something. Put your tongue out. But don't touch yourself. We want to see your reaction.
me going to a Hindu and saying, "Can you go to your false deities and pray for me?"
Well,
It's in fact, it's like.
And here you see the hypocrisy again of the Muslims. They keep saying to us that we Christian and Muslim we worship the same God. Suddenly, if you ask a Christian to pray for you, you are worshiping false deity. He will mean Jesus. No, it doesn't work this way. Because Christians, when they pray, they say, "Our Father art of heaven." So you Muslims are a bunch of donkeys. I will take it back. Donkey is not nice. Sorry. It's not polite. I don't know why I say those words. I have to apologize. Hey Muslims, I apologize. You are not a bunch of donkeys. You are a bunch of mules. Here we go. I just give you a higher rank. I hope like that will sweet you, but doesn't hurt you. All right? That will make you bigger, and the bigger is better. That's why Allah, He promised you endless penis. You know, yesterday I slept, you know, and then I dreamed, you know, all my life. I'm suffering from what I have. 6-foot penis only. That's why I'm not getting married. How even I am going to go to my wife and she see I have only 6-foot penis. Disgusting, embarrassing. So I was dreaming, like say, convert to Islam, and I was seeing my penis growing. You know, I saw in Home Depot, like you put something around some plant, it's called Miracle Grow. And then, you know, the plant will grow like fast. So I was sleeping in my back, and my penis was growing, 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 growing. And then my penis went in the cloud, and the cloud screamed like, I, you know, it was a female, by the way. Don't take me wrong. It's a female cloud. So, I, and then the penis keep going. I could not see really after, because there is a cloud. So I start like trying to push the cloud away so I can see where it's going. It kept going, it kept going, it kept going, and to reach all the way to Mars. How I know it's Mars? How I know? Anyone knows? I will tell you. The end of it, which is keep going, and now I do not know where it is. It touched one of the satellite of Elon Musk, which means I'm very close, you know, like almost there. So this is very convincing religion. I mean, there's no God in the world. He will promise you with endless penis like Allah. If you don't believe in Allah, I feel sorry for you. You want to stay with a small penis? Are you mental? And the vagina will fit for that. So imagine this vagina. It's like, man, it's a deep tunnel. You keep pushing, 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 and no end to it. Like how big the woman, if her vagina is endless, you can imagine her butt is coming from her behind, and it's endless butt. Man, it's my dream. You know, it's my dream. I better not to continue. It's too much information. Sorry guys, if you are new here, if you are expecting to hear some polite words, you are in the wrong place. We are talking about the garbage of Muhammad. So here, we are not doing Bible study. Here we are talking about the filthy scumbag Muhammad. So you will hear penis, vagina. I'm not making it up. I can show all the reference you want. Anything I say, I prove it immediately. So if you are a case sensitive, because sometimes you will see some Christians says, is that how Christian people talk? To be honest with you, this is not how Christian people talk. But the funny is, if you think this is how not Christians should talk, why you are listening, you idiot? Get out of here. Is that how what a Christian listen to? We are here to do education, and when we do education, we have to say things as it is. So if the purpose of what we do is to show them Islam as it is, without adding, without sugarcoating, then we have to say it as it is, and as it is, it's ugly. I'm not here to make you hear music about Islam. I'm here to share the truth and knowledge, which I spend my life to learn. All right? So don't give me your text says this shall not talk this way, CP. This is Islam. I'm quoting Islam. You know, I remember once I want to make a seminar in a church. So the minister in the church, he want to do present me. So he went in the stage. He said, today our brother, he's like kind of a different, like the way he talk. It's like something we are not used to. It's like nothing we heard before. Like his word is really kind of aggressive. And I mean, the guy, he scared the hell of everybody. I was looking, the church would be empty in 2 seconds if he could continue. What this guy would say, you know? And he was like, he didn't know how to present me, like he is scared that the second I go in the stage, people will run, you know? So like, he's like, he don't sugarcoat things. And I was like, come on, man, they will leave. So I went to the stage, I took the microphone, I said, thank you for the introduction. Let us go. Yeah. Everything he said to you is true. And I start. He thought people will run away after hearing me. They don't want me even to go from the stage. They were dying from laughing. It was the best comedy show they heard in their life. And then after I finished, he came to me, he says, I was really scared, but people love it. I said, yeah, because they are not used to people say things as it is. You know, we keep sugarcoating things. Just say it as it is and be natural. He said, you didn't say natural things. None of those are natural. And then he said, one of the audience, he says like, is he like like he's a very comedian. I mean, I cannot even breathe. I said the best comedy is Islam. So if you want to be a comedian and you want to laugh, just quote what Muhammad said. We go back. So yeah, can you go to your false deities and pray for me? Look who's talking. People who believe if they kiss a black stone which is made as a vagina, they kiss it and they believe it erases your sin. According to Muhammad, I'm drinking coffee, guys. Anyone want some coffee? Very dark coffee. The kind will make you not sleep for 2 days. Look what Muhammad said. If you touch the black stone, that would erase your sin. So who is the false deity and who is the pagan Abdul? Do the Christian believe that there is stones, if we kiss them, our sin will be erased? All those hadith is about how to erase your sin. You Muslims are nothing but a bunch of pagan black stone vagina kissers. Many people do not know that the black stone was a vagina and still is a vagina. This is why the black stone is made in a shape of a vagina. The Arab before Islam, they used to go around the Kaaba totally naked in the stage of nudity. Why? Because it was still a sexual religion. A sexual religion. So women who have their period, which means they are not having a baby yet, and usually women who don't have a baby, which means they are struggling to have a baby, so they go around the Kaaba, and then when they arrive to the vagina, they place their hand over their vagina, and then they put all their fingers, they place it inside the vagina, and then the man, he come after and he scratch his penis there. And usually this will be the man after her is going to be the man who is her Baal, which mean the one who fertilize her. So they worship the god of fertility. The women and the man who are not able to have kids, they believe that Allah is cursing them and punishing them, so they have no kids. So they go to the black stone, she put her blood from her vagina, from her hand, she is walking naked, totally naked. The man is totally naked too. A Muslim might say to you, Christian Prince is lying. We showed you here that it says whoever touched them, it erases your sin. And then in the same time we can show you that it says it clearly that they go around the Kaaba, and those are the Arab, totally nude. You know what nude mean? Wearing nothing. Wearing nothing. Totally naked. In the state of nudity. And then after they go around the Kaaba, the same as the Muslims they do today. The Muslim today, they put a sheet, but they are still nude. They are not allowed to wear underwear or any clothing under the sheet. And this is the sheet they used to give them after they finish the nudity circulation. It's like you go out from the bathroom, you know, and you put your robe on you. So the sheet was the robe, and this is what they're saying to you here. They supplied them with the clothes. What the clothes? Is the same exactly what the Muslim today they are wearing. So they go around the Kaaba, male and female, and all are naked. What was the purpose of that? Because after they circulate around the Kaaba and they touch the black stone with their vagina and their penises, they have sex. And you notice Muhammad, he never complained about such a practice all his life. You will never find one verse in the Quran saying that this is a very, very disturbing behavior in the house of Allah. Not even once. Because if you read my books, Sex in Allah, you will find that Muhammad used to enjoy it, and even he proposed to a woman who was singing and walking around the Kaaba totally naked. He wanted to have her. I don't know how many of you have my books, Sex in Allah or Deception of Allah, Quran and Science, etc. So the Muslims, when they speak about oneness of God and deity and paganism, there's nobody, none of them have the right to speak about that, because they are the same very people who worship those things. No one else.
You're approving that.
It's there. It's there for everyone to see. It's there for everyone to see, Ali, brother.
Well, to me, that's very problematic. And this is the reason why we're just saying to new Muslims, this is for Lily J, but other Muslims, new Muslims, to be careful who you take from. It's very, very important, guys, because look, where she went, what they're doing is khair, in the sense we're feeding people, coming to them. We're not denying this. We're not saying they're bad people, we're saying the ideology.
The Hindus do the same thing. The Hindus, they feed people, they do that.
Yes.
The Muslim don't feed people. The Muslim, they steal the food of people. I can show you videos. He just admitted the Christian and the Hindus, they feed people. Muslim, they steal food of people. Kadyrov and his filthy army, they went to Ukraine and they stole their food. And now they are selling the wheat of Ukraine in the black market. Muhammad, he did the same. He stole the food of the Jews, even the sandals he was wearing them. It was a theft. Even the donkey he rode, he stole it from a Jew. Continue.
You know all of that. Does that mean that their creed is correct?
No.
Okay.
And this is where we need to differentiate.
Okay.
And
the Christians in their churches, so many of them do really great works. They take the migrants, they take the addicted,
feed the poor.
people that are addicted, the poor and that, and they give them.
What about, tell us what your prophet says about how to take care of orphans? Is it true the Quran says to take care of an orphan you have to F them? This is the Muslim charity. If you are an orphan kid or a girl, they will F you to feed you. That is the truth.
Food and that. Does that mean that their creed is correct?
no, it's not.
So subhanallah,
Exactly.
it's not about, look, we love for the sake of Allah.
Yeah.
Muslims, they love for the sake of Allah.
And we dislike for the sake of Allah.
He did not want to use the word hate. Dislike. You see, they are very careful when they are doing their propaganda. But in Islam, they teach hate. We have tons of verses in the Quran say you cannot even be loving to your family, your own family, your own parents, your own mom, dad, brothers, sisters. The Quran says you will not find one Muslim is loving or kind to those who refuse Islam, even if they are their parents, their mother, their children, their sister. You will not find chapter 58 verse number 22. You will not. Read carefully. You will not find any people who believe in the filthy Allah and the scumbag Muhammad and the last day, loving those who resist Allah. Do you see how they lie to you? Even if they are their fathers, their sons, their brothers, their kindred, no matter what, a Muslim, he cannot love non-Muslims, even if they are his very close family from his own blood. And this is why those cowards will never dare to debate me, because anything they say, I will fry them in a second. I'm not the one who need to study Islam. I have the laundry of Muhammad, all of it in my butt, not in my head. I don't know, this butt is still small. How I can put all the books there? Sorry, I Muslims, don't be offended. In my head, I have the Bible. In my butt, I have the Quran. As I always say, fleas go to shit. Bees go to flowers. And this is very normal, right? I hope you understand the situation. Hold on, I have a call. Get some breath. I'm going to take you to court because you just insulted Islam. What? How insulted Islam? Because you said you have the Quran in your butt. Okay, hold on. When your prophet, he met the angel was squeezing him for what reason? Get some breath. You are changing topic. No. Why the angel he squeezed Muhammad 3 times and no mayonnaise came out? Get some breath. I have no idea what are you talking about. Because the angel he came to Muhammad, he squeezed him 3 times. Can you tell us why? Get some breath. First of all, he said to him, Ikra. Exactly. So he gave him Quran. So why now he is squeezing him? Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Time is up. Zakir Naik, you do not know? Get some breath. I have to go. Hold on, let me give you the answer. Because Muhammad received Quran and the angel was squeezing it to make it go down to his butt. It's very easy. If Muhammad received the Quran from his mouth and then you squeeze the guy in his waist, so either you are taking the Quran outside, which Muslims they don't agree, or you are squeezing it to go down. So we take the second one. Continue, Ali Dawah.
Allah.
Yes.
You know, we don't dislike people. This is very important to show.
Yes, we dislike the action.
We dislike the action of people. Once the people leave the action, they
Right. If you convert to Islam, we are okay with you. If you don't, we kill you. You know, this dislike. You know, we dislike. I mean, look who is talking. You know, go to their countries. A woman, she cannot walk alone in the street safely. This guy from Morocco, prostitution is #1 business. They are even controlling the prostitution business in Europe. When I was in Europe, a guy came to me, he heard me speak in Arabic. He said to me, take this card. This is for my sister. I said, what? I don't know him. I said, what? Well, sister, you know. The card have nothing except a number and like a drawing image of a girl. The guy with me, he says, take it. This is his sister. So what do you mean? He said, those are Moroccan, you know, pimps. And they wear white clothing and etc. I mean, their country is the most corrupt. Drugs, hashish, prostitution, you name it. Everything is not legal in Europe. You want to have a fake passport? Moroccan. Fake ID? Moroccan. Fake anything fake you want? Moroccan. And then they school you about religion. All of them, they are religious. Do you remember the guy Shamsi? He was speaking about a Muslim who robbed other Muslim. And he told him, brother, we cannot rob Muslims. He didn't say you cannot rob. Watch the video. He said to him, we cannot rob Muslim, brother. You have to give him his wallet and his watch. We can rob, but we should not rob Muslims. Choose other target. This is their religion. Thieves, criminals, zero ethic.
Become our beloved brothers.
Exactly.
So people get this, oh, Muslims do hate. No, we don't hate.
Muslims, we don't hate, you know. Okay. We Muslims do not hate. We just showed you what the Quran is saying. But Muslims do not hate. All right. Let us see some. I don't know. This video will be forever to finish it. All Islamic books and religions and Quran and Hadith confirm that Muslims, they have to hate non-Muslims. They have to. In fact, if a Muslim, he do take non-Muslim even as a friend, he is one of them, which means he is an apostate. We are here to bust you, Abdul. Muta boys. All those verses saying that you cannot love and take non-Muslims as a friends. You can take note of them. All of them. In chapter 3, verse number 28, it says the one who do such a thing, he have no religion and he is not a Muslim. Do you see it? Let not the believers take for friend or helper unbeliever. So if you cannot even take them as a friend, how you can even love them? Friend. And if you do such a thing, if any of you do such a thing, he is not a believer. He is an apostate. All right? All those, and we are showing you Quran. We can show you tons of hadith too. They love to lie. They love to lie. Every Muslim is a liar until he proves the opposite. When you study law, which I have degrees on, it says every, he's an innocent until he prove the opposite. In Islam, it is not, let's say, the case. Every Muslim is a liar when he speaks about his religion until he prove the opposite. All those verses confirm how much they hate us. And if we type the word adawa, which mean enmity, mean what? Enmity. All the verses speak about enmity, usually is connected to hating the Christians and the Jews, as we see in chapter 5, verse 15, verse 14, 15, 5:14, etc. This is how much Allah, He loved the Christians. Allah want to spread hatred and enmity between the Christians until the day of judgment. And then the liars, they say, we Muslims, we dislike, we don't hate. When their God himself saying his job is to spread hatred and enmity because he's the devil. And he targeted specifically the Christian, not the Hindus, not the Buddhist, not the atheist, not LGBTQ, the Christian specifically. And he said the same about the Jews. Muhammad, he taught that the most people who hate you and they are your enemy is the Jews in chapter 5 verse number 64. And they will be your enemy until the day of judgment. And who is the one who placed the enmity in their heart? Allah. Read it. I mean, you Muslims, I cannot even play your video without stopping you every 2 seconds to get you busted, because you have zero dignity and you don't even dare to be honest for a second.
We hate kufr. We hate shaitan. We hate.
Muslims do not hate shaitan because shaitan is a Muslim. Let me show you. Shaitan, in fact, he is working for Allah according to Islam. He is doing his job as Allah commanded him to do. There's an agreement between Allah and shaitan. This is why we see shaitan in the Quran, he called Allah my Lord. He is a believer, as we see in chapter 15, verse number 39. Iblis, Biblos, Shaitan, he said to Allah, my Lord, because you deceive me. You see, the translation here is false. What they say here is far away from the truth. Because you deceive me and you lie to me, I am going to lie to them, except the good servant of yours. Allah, he said to him, no problem, that's good. So Shaitan, he worked for Allah, he worshiped Allah, he's a Muslim. And Shaitan, he promised Allah, he will not deceive anyone. He is a Muslim. He will deceive non-Muslims. And that is showing you the stupidity of Muslims and Islam. Because there's many other verses accusing Shaitan to be the enemy of Allah. But here, Shaitan is in agreement with Allah to do filth. And Allah hired him. In fact, those verses prove that Muhammad is a fraud, because later, after Shaitan, he says to Allah, I will deceive everybody except your decent servant, sincere servant. But isn't it Muhammad, he confessed that Shaitan gave him satanic verses? And he deceived him, and he bewitched him. So if Shaitan have no authority over those who they are sincere to Allah, then Muhammad cannot be sincere. Because Muhammad himself, many stories says Shaitan deceived him, gave him false Quran, bewitched him, controlled him, and even the Quran says, may Allah forgive your past and your coming sin, Muhammad. My servant, you have no authority over them. And then you will find in the same stupid Quran, Allah, he sent his shayateen, which mean many shaitan, to be the enemies of the Prophet, which means they are working for Allah. Alright? All the verses in the Quran prove to us that Muhammad, he, he's an idiot. If we go to this verse here, it says that Allah decreed to make to every messenger enemy from shayateen. This is his command. Likewise did we make for every messenger an enemy. Here the translation is false. It says here in Arabic, shayateen al-insi wal-jinn. False translation. Always you have to be alarmed when the Muslim they translate. They are wicked and they are trying to deceive you and fool you. So we have appointed, look what happened, we just changed the translator, both are Muslims. It's like a new book. We have appointed to every prophet enemies. shayateens, which mean many Satans, among mankind and jinn. Who is the one who appointed shaitan to target the prophets? Allah. Does that mean shaitan work for Allah or he's against Allah? I think the answer is very simple. All Satans, they work for Allah, for Allah is the biggest Satan. It's in the front of you. Are we making things up? Huh? We are not. You know, guys, we came early, so people in Europe, they keep complaining, saying, you are going in different time. Here we go. We come early, there's nobody. We have 1,060 people. If Lady J go with her short skirt, she will have 2,000. Ali Dawah, he go live, he have 135 people. I mean, the guy, he have 1 million subscriber. And he cannot make 100 live viewer. If you remember last time I went to his channel when he was live, I challenged him to debate. Christian Prince, Christian Princess. You know, you have 135 people. This guy have 1 million subscribers, something million, more than 1 million actually. I forgot. Mimi Hijab the same. So I wonder where they got those subscribers. I mean, where is the audience? But because for us, our audience are real. That's why I'm wondering where are they. So 1,060 is not really a good number. I'm not complaining, by the way, about the number as number. We want more people to learn. Number for me here mean human. As you see, we don't have super chat, we don't have advertising, we don't have this garbage. We are not super chat community where if people ask me and pay donation, I answer them. Everybody question is important for me. The number is about how many people are learning. We want warriors, we want knowledge to spread out. And what I say to you in 20 minutes will take you 20 years to learn by yourself. If you learn it in 20 years. So I hope we will invite more and we do better. We go back to the video of those two fraud.
Evil deeds. This is what we hate. But you as a person, we don't hate you.
Sure, we don't.
One thing I would say to Lily J is because you asked ChatGPT about Tawheed, about Quran, and you say, for example, is Jesus a God? And the ChatGPT answer, and you get really satisfied. You say, yeah, of course, because you already believe in your fitrah, which is that.
ChatGPT gave the correct answer. You are a big fat liar. She gave ChatGPT, answer me as a Muslim. Is Jesus is God? The answer is no. If you say to ChatGPT, give me the question, I am a Christian, is Jesus God? Will say yes. I mean, you Muslims are a bunch of filthy, stupid liars. You have no dignity. ChatGPT, because Islam does make sense. It's a software, you idiot. Programmed, whatever you tell it, it will do. Hold on. Is a prophet Muhammad is a prophet and considered to be a man of God according to the Christians? Where's the voice? Look at the answer. While some Christians view Muhammad as a false prophet, even an antichrist. It's a software, you idiot. Okay, but there's no voice. I want to see the voice. How do you play the voice? No voice here. Anyway, ChatGPT.
Jesus cannot be God.
So, a man cannot. A God is not.
But a man. They can't come to a man. Well, your Quran says that Allah is octopus. Allah have 2 foot, have 2 hands, and they are located in the wrong location. They are in the right side. He have 5 fingers in every hand. He have 2 eyes in the front. And he forget, and he run. Allah is not a man. Allah, God is not a man. Well, Jesus, the man, he can resurrect people from death. Can Allah resurrect men from death? He cannot. Can he make the blind see? He cannot. Muhammad himself, he was dying every day, and Allah could not heal him.
To understand here is that there's association happening, because Islam is one, worshiping God alone. So if you were told, no, Lily, you have to go through a saint to go to God, or ask for a saint, you say, what's the difference between this and Christianity? I accept it.
First, this is a lie. In Christianity, we don't say we have to pray to saints. You are a big fraud. We can ask saints, which any our brother and sister, to pray for me, which you Muslims do all the time. Where in Christianity it says that we pray, which means our prayer is given to saints, and they are the one who will respond to it. They are the one who will make it happen. Christianity does not teach such a thing, you liar. Even the saints, which mean saint mean the best of us, the most close to God because of their performance, sacrifice, not because they are different species. They are human like everybody. When we say pray for me, this is something we ask everybody, and this is very legitimate. We are not praying to the man so he can heal me. We are asking a man to pray and join me in the prayer to God. Nothing more, nothing less. Even when we say bless you, we mean may God bless you, because a human being cannot bless a human being. All a blessing in Christianity come from God. It is you Muslims who pray to Muhammad. Allah himself, he prayed on Muhammad. If you go in the Quran, it says Allahu wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala nabi. Because Islam is a pagan cult claiming that your God himself and the angels, and look at the false translation, look how much Muslim they add, how much, excuse my language, how much shit they add in the Quran. Grace, honors, blessing and mercy, etc. But just to show you how stupid the Muslims when they add those things, trying to duct tape the stupidity of the Quran. If Allah, he sent the graces and honor and blessing and mercy on Muhammad, who need the angels? And the angels too. And look at the fabrication. They say they ask Allah to bless and forgive him, if already he was blessed. I mean, do you see the stupidity? Nowhere it says an angel too. In Arabic it says Allah and the angels pray on Muhammad. A bunch of liars. So Muhammad became, and the believers and the angels and everybody is busy with one thing, praying on Muhammad. And they have to keep doing this until the day of judgment. So who become the center of the universe? The prayer, the purpose of the prayer of Allah himself is Muhammad. The purpose of the angels themselves is Muhammad. The purpose of the prayer of the believers is Muhammad. The whole world praying on the pervert Muhammad. You change the translator, you will find different translation. The new Quran. You cannot trust a Muslim translation. Never. God and his angels are praying on Muhammad, not a bless. O believer, do also pray on him and salute him, not pray on him in peace. No, and salute him many times. Why? Who is the focus? Allah, angels, believers, all of them, they are praying on Muhammad. I mean, if somebody have the most sinner person in the world, and Allah supposedly is God, and he already prayed on you, isn't it this is enough? No. We need the angels too. Is the angel and Allah is enough? No. We need the believers too. So this is why Muhammad, he changed his name from Qatham to Muhammad. Qatham, which is the semen and the dirt of the hyena, to Muhammad, which means the praised one. So the whole purpose of what we see in the front of us is to praise Muhammad. God, he praised Muhammad. Angels, they praise Muhammad. The whole world, which is Muslims, supposedly, praise the devil Muhammad. And this is exactly what the devil wants. He wants to take your praise, from which you send to God, to him. If Muhammad is a decent man, he will never say this. He fabricated verses so he can make himself God on earth. It's in the front of you. We are not making things up. Everything I say to you is proven to be in the front of your eyes. And Mimi Hijab, in his debate with David Wood, he says to him, this is why the translation says Allah he prayed for, not to. But the point was, Allah your God, he prayed to who? Do he have a God? This is how stupid the Abdul are. And the Muslim, like, you know, they dodge the question. When you debate a Muslim, you have to grab him from his tail. Don't let him escape. He will try to make a mockery of you, because this is a religion of the mockery. They have no answer, so they try to escape the embarrassment and make it against you by mockery. It's like debating a fool. Whatever you say, he laugh at you. And if a bunch of fools they are listening, they will think the one is laughing is the one giving the correct answer. Because look, he's happy. Continue.
Catholicism, Catholicism is like that.
That's why I'm saying, Lady J, please, sister, be careful. I messaged you on Instagram about the prayer mass as well. Alhamdulillah, it's still there, and you don't need to go through.
You see, he is hitting on her. He is messaging her everywhere, and she is not responding yet. He is hitting on her. Muhammad Hijab, he found a woman, she suffering from divorce. He took her to the hotel. Lili Dawa, he found Lily. Hey Lily, text you, I text you. Lily, she did not answer. He made a video for her. Lily, come on, come back to me. Talk to me. To us. We can share.
You can go to salahplus.com. Our sister team will get in contact with you if you want to learn how to pray salah. But what we're saying is be very careful, because you are obviously vulnerable in the sense where you're a new Muslim, and these things can make you, because it's an emotional thing where you're like, oh, but they're doing so much good. We don't deny that.
Look, look at those. One of the weird things about Muslims, they always put big, huge rings in their hands. Muhammad, he killed a Jew and he took a ring from him. And there's many stories about this ring. It was a golden ring. Muhammad, he don't even look at people anymore. He walk in the street, he's looking at the golden ring. People, they start making fun of him. So he said, okay. It was embarrassing. So he told them from now on, nobody should wear a golden ring. And now they start wearing silver ring, but doesn't make any difference. It's a makeup. It is accessory for beauty. So when you put rings in your hands and earring in your ears, simply it's a clear sign that you are trying to make yourself better looking, which I find weird, especially for the man. Like if a woman, she wear a ring, and women she have a necklace, and women she have a earring, you know, women, you know, and the women should be feminine. I mean, God created her in such a way. The man is created a different way. So the men, the Muslim men, they do a lot of work to make themselves look better. In fact, this guy, he is not following his prophet. A true Muslim, both of them, they should color their beard red. And they cannot color it black. Because Muhammad, he wished to be blonde. So Muslims, they go to the barber shop just to show you how beautiful it is to be like Muhammad. This is how the beard of Muhammad looked like. So if those Muslims, they claim to be Sunni. Sunni mean they follow the steps of Muhammad in everything. The way he eat, the way he talk, the way he walk, the way he pray. This is what Sunni mean. This is how his beard is. Disgusting. It looked like a goat. Somebody dipped her head in the red mud. And you will see a lot of Muslims blindly they follow such a practice, and you do not know why. You ask yourself why. We know, because simply the whole point is to copy Muhammad, the weirdo, the mental. Look at this look. How disgusting. The funny is, if a woman she take hair from her face, Allah will curse the woman because she is trying to change her look as Allah He created her. But isn't you Muslim when you color your hair like this, changing the way Allah He made you? Do you see how hypocrite Muhammad is? So the women, in order to make and to obey Allah, she have to have a beard, and if she touch the hair in her face, Allah will curse her. But you Muslim, you shave the mustache, you color the beard in a very weird color. What is this? Like, what happened? So if you walk in the street and you see such a stupid thing, that because Muhammad, he used to color his beard like this. This is how Muhammad looked like. Very weird and wicked. And the Muslim, they spend a lot of money. Look at this, look. Aman Rabbi Aman. So beautiful. Well, I like this guy. He lost half of his teeth. You know, look at this beautiful beard. The hair become red. The beard is red. Did you color your pubic area? What is this? Isn't it going to look a billion times better if you have your natural hair color, which is black? Hey, by the way, if any Muslim he like to color his beard, I can color it for you. Mental. Literally mental. What the heck is this? Guys, what do you think if I color my beard like this? I think the number of my subscribers will be skyrocketing. So beautiful. Now I know why I'm still not married. I am missing the beard color. If I have a beard like this, Mean. Women will kidnap me in the street. They will not even save me for lunch. Brother, that's so beautiful. Now you can go to Allah heaven and you are not anything but a redhead. Literally. Allah, He loves redhead people. Even if you are fake redhead, Allah love you. Unbelievable. Let us go back to Lily and Gigi. Go, Lily. Is this video continue long? We have a 3 minute left. Thank God. Unbelievable, boring, stupid Abdul.
We're saying be careful because you don't want to end up doing an action that makes you fall into something that's a major sin.
Hatim al-Ta'i.
Yeah.
Hatim al-Ta'i was at the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Hatim al-Ta'i, he was so known of his good character and generosity, that he became a proverb, a saying in generosity. You say, أكرم من حاتم الطائي, more generous than Hatim al-Ta'i.
Wow.
He reached.
Why you don't tell them his religion? Why you don't tell them his religion? Hatim al-Ta'i is a very well-known and Arab person who is so generous in extreme way, which means anything he have, he give it to people. Yeah, what about him? Tell us his religion.
The epitome of generosity. You know what he used? He would, if someone comes, he would slaughter a horse for them. His slaves, if they would bring him someone as a guest, he would free them for the sake, because they.
Why Muhammad don't do that? So who is more noble? The filthy scumbag Muhammad, who refused to free Bilal and all the slaves he have, or this guy who is not a Muslim and he rejects Islam?
That's how, and look what good he did and that. And then once Aisha al-Mu'minin radiyallahu anha, she asked the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam about Hatim al-Ta'i. If he said to her, he has never mentioned Allah Jalla wa Ala in his life.
Wow.
So how?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
How would he come to be?
Exactly. I suppose maybe he's doing that because
because he's a Christian. He will never mention Allah. So he's a wonderful man. Wonderful man. We just heard that if he's a slave, he bring him a guest, just to bring me a guest, and you are free. How we can compare such a man to the scumbag of Muhammad?
No, it was pre-Islamic, but I'm still saying, Allah is not gonna forgive him because he used to feed and that. We have one thing.
Allah will forgive you only if you say Muhammad is a prophet. That's it. It doesn't matter how many people you free and how many people you save and how many people you feed. Muhammad is the origin of everything. You say Muhammad is a prophet, you give him your wife, he if her, you go to heaven. You give him your land, as Muhammad, he took the land, have 600 palm tree from Abu Dahdah, he promised him a corner lot in heaven. Scammer. Imagine if I convince one of you or any of you to give me his land, have 600 trees, and in return I promise you to go to heaven, and I say to you, God will give you a corner lot in heaven, in the best location. Isn't this enough that Muhammad is a scam? Who in the world want to promise a man, poor man, because now he became homeless? He was rich a minute ago, have a very productive land, 600 palm tree in the desert. This is not a joke. And the palm date is their major food in the desert. Not like now you go to Saudi Arabia, they have supermarket, they bring food from Taiwan, from Thailand, from USA, from Australia. No, this is their food, meat and date. Meat from the animals, and usually goats, or a camel, and date. So he took 600 palm tree land farm in exchange to promise the guy a corner lot in heaven. Who will do that except a fraud? Did Jesus exchange land for heaven with anyone? The Messiah, he made the blind see. Did he tell him, if you pay me? A blind man, he come to Muhammad. Muhammad, he kicked him out. And if you read the story, you will see Muhammad speaking to rich people. So he said to himself, those rich, they will say, look who is the one is coming into his house. Poor blind people. So he kicked him out. The Messiah, when he healed the man who is blind, he did not even tell him who I am. He did not brag about it. The man, the blind man who became able to see, he went around and he told them, this person, he think he's a prophet or something because he was able to do it. He just gave me a vision. A blind man come to Muhammad. He made fun of him. He kicked him out. Then the people, they start speaking about this incident, how filthy Muhammad is. Then Muhammad, he made this verse here, or verses, saying, Allah told me why you did that. Why you gave a face to the blind man. Tell him. The man was asking about Islam. Muhammad, he have no time for the poor. So Muhammad now, he to fix his reputation, because the blind man, he went out and started telling people, look, I went to his house and look what he's doing to me. And even the ones who were in his house, the rich ones, they start making fun of Muhammad. So it worked in the opposite direction. Muhammad, he wanted to convince them that the one who follow him is the nobles, not the poor. But those nobles, when they saw Muhammad how he treat a blind, they look at Muhammad down. So they start speaking about how filthy he is, how he treated miserably a blind man. Who of you will make fun of a blind man crossing the street? What you will do? You make fun of him, or you hold him from his hand and you help him to cross the street? Who of you, a blind man, he come to ask you about Jesus and you make fun of him? Who of you will make mockery of a blind man just because he's blind and poor? For sure, if the blind man was rich, Muhammad, he will give him all the attention.
Doing good deeds is one thing.
Yes.
But there is, if you oppress the duty with Allah, which is if you commit shirk, it doesn't matter how many. فقدمنا إلى ما عملوا فجعلناه هباء منثورا. We came to their deeds and we made it like dust.
Yes, exactly. So it's like, for example, if I was good to everybody, if Lily J, you're watching this, if I was good to everyone else, but I was going home and punching my mom in the face,
Allahu Akbar.
Would you say I'm a good person or a bad person?
You are a person of Jahannam.
What? What he said? Hold on. For example, if I was a good to everybody,
Lily J, you're watching this, if I was good to everyone else, but I was going home and punching my mom in the face,
Allahu Akbar.
Would you say I'm a good person or a bad person?
look what your prophet said about your mom. Is way more ugly than punching her in the face. Your mother, Ali Dawah, according to your prophet, is a filthy woman, and she is a shaitan. The prophet, the scumbag, said, the women advance and retires in the shape of a devil. So which one is more evil, to punch your mom in the face or to say to her, you, because you are a woman, you are the devil? Why you don't make a sign and put it over the grave of your mother? Women are the devil. They come as a devil, they leave as a devil. And why? Because Muhammad get horny. So he claimed that it's not his fault. It is women. He was sitting with his filthy friends. As we say, tell me who's your friends, I will tell you who you are. And then a woman, she walked by. She is not naked. She is not wearing bikini. She is not posting her pictures in Instagram like Lily J. What Muhammad will do if he see the ass of Lily J and the breast of Lily J or the bikini of Lily J? May Allah bless her bikini. A Muslim woman walking by, Muslim women walking by wearing a burqa. So what Muhammad was looking at? And this is a proof that when Muslim women she wore a burqa, that does not prevent Muslims from seeing sexual object, because when you became a Muslim, you became a pervert, not a revert. We go back to Lili Dawah, and we are listening to your advice, brother.
You are a person of Jahannam, wal-'iyadu billah.
So if I don't give the rights of Allah, it doesn't matter what good I'm doing to anyone else. That's why it's important, Lily J, when you're doing ChatGPT and it talks about Allah, His wonders, His rights, this falls under that, inshallah. So it's just a little thing for us to be careful, and not just you, it's just to anyone that's with us, be careful,
can
because
I say something?
they have great misguidance.
Can I say something more? He had a foul mouth. Look, the man is dead. And I don't want to speak about it, but are we just saying the things that are known?
Yeah.
We're not lying about the man.
He have a foul mouth, like what? Like your prophet, he says, if a man is proud about his heritage, tell him to go and bite the penis of his father. Did he say that? Did your prophet says, go and bite the penis of your father? How would it feel to bite the penis of your father? Was that a practice of the Muslims they do? You see how hypocrite they are? Their prophet is the most filthy mouth ever you can imagine. Even he said, go and suck the clitoris of Allah. And this is the black stone. The black stone used to have a clitoris. Imsus badr allat. Suck the clitoris. And Muslim, they are speaking about what? Foul mouth. This is your religion, Abdul. Go and suck the clitoris. I need to find it. I mean, the hadith is so long. But in Arabic, it's here. قال أبو بكر أمصص بدر اللات. Go and suck the clitoris of a lad, which is proving that the lad have a clitoris, and this is a practice of the Arab. Let us take it to Google translation in front of your eyes. And the funny, they are speaking about a foul mouth.
Abu Bakr, suck the clitoris of Al-Lat.
Do you see it? Here, by the way, you notice something very important. How many times I told you Allah name is not one word, it's two words. Al-Lah. Here you notice that Al-Lat is the same. Al-Lat. Al means goddess. Lat is the name. Are you with me? Do you see it? How easy to prove it? We go back to Lili Dawah, and Dawah J.
I'm not going to go even into lots of other things that he used to do.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go into them.
Yeah.
But a man like him in his stance and that, he was foul-mouthed, especially against the Salafis, whom he calls Wahhabis. You understand? Anybody that is not a Naqshbandi tariqa on his way and that, he is a man that loved to live in London and Paris and so, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let alone the free mixing, let alone other things.
Free mixing? Do you mean me and Aisha and Omar in the same bed? And Uthman? Free mixing? Do you mean Muhammad Hijab taking a woman to the hotel? Or maybe you mean Ali Dawah himself bringing a bunch of women to his apartment and speaking about taking secret wife? I'm not sure what you mean by free mixing. Do you mean the Hajj, when women she is wearing no underwear and the man is covering himself by a sheet, and the man he go behind the women and his penis touching the butt of the women in the Hajj? Isn't your Muslim practice the biggest mixing ever in a place where there's no privacy, where every man is behind you touching you? You Muslim Sunni are against free mixing? In fact, the hadith says that the Muslims, when they go to the Hajj, their penises dripping semen. And you are talking about a free mixing? Their penises was dripping because of what? They have flu? Penis flu? Huh? They would come to Arafat with their penises dripping prosthetic fluid. Prosthetic fluid. Brother, we are decent Muslims, you know, brother. Brother, what do you have? What is that there? What's it dripping? It's honey, honey. Is this honey or sperm? Oh no, my wife, she called it honey. Oh, okay. I was wondering because it doesn't look like, it's weird, you know? Yeah. This is your religion. This is why those cowards, they will never get close to me. In a second, I'm going to wipe the floor with them before he finishes his sentence. By the way, I did not watch this video before you go live. I just saw it. I said, bingo, we have a topic. I saw the video. The only time I spent is to look for the pictures of the DJ. And this is why I was late, because I was staring. You know, I said, I don't know, should I go live? I'm not sure. You know, like sometime you like to be or not to be, this is the question. And look, Lily G here look different. She don't look the same. Makeup do a lot of miracles, you know. Yeah. Lily J. Oof. I don't go to bars, but I'm going to rethink about it. This is what they do in the bar. What she's wearing. I think she work as a butcher because she's wearing leather. And you know, I have approved that Lady J is a poor woman. Look at her short, have many holes. Please donate to me, Lady J. She's a good Muslim. Look at Ali Dawah. He looked like a zucchini. His eyes in the wrong location. His eyebrows look so funny, and his voice is very feminine. I wish I can give him some testosterone. And we are proud of it.
I'm not going to go into, the man is dead.
Yeah.
He is with Allah, and Allah will judge him accordingly.
They are bad. You know, They did bad mouth the guy for the last hour, and now they are saying we don't want to bad mouth him. You know, he's dead. Like, so what you were doing all this time? I mean, the whole video about bad mouth the guy. Listen, brother, the man is dead. We don't want to bad mouth him. Okay, we are decent Muslims. You know, we don't do that. We don't do that. We don't bad mouth people. So what the whole video is about? Allah only will judge. So what you were doing?
To his deeds.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
So we're not gonna go. But can you imagine being in that status and have a foul mouth? Says obscenities and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Speaking from the waist below.
I mean, it doesn't.
I mean, he speak from the waist and below. Are you quoting the Quran for me where Allah described how the vagina of the women in heaven look like? Or your prophet describing how the penis is long? Remember, if somebody speak from the waist and below, he have a foul mouth. Isn't it this is your religion? Huh? Look at the first translation. Look at this. Look at this. Let us find different translation. Now we are talking. Where is the verse? Like, where is the verse? There we go. لم يطمثهن إنس ولا جان. Me. Nobody open what? What? Allah, he speak from the waist and below? Did it not open what? How do you open it? Iftah ya Simsim. Open Simsim. Anyone watch the cartoon Simsim? This is the guy, I don't know what they call it in English. Like the guy who go Alibaba and the 40 thieves. He go to the cave and it have a passcode. Open Simsim. And the cave open, the door open, have a lot of gold behind. This is the gold miner, you know, like you go to the women vagina in heaven, and Allah, he promise you that their vagina is still in the wax. Everything is there. No man put his penis there. Not even his nose or his toes. Brand new. The wax still there, waxy. Like she opened her legs and you say Allahu Akbar. By the way, you have to be careful because Allah is very well known of bad quality control. So you might find some defect when you receive your versions. This is why I advise you, when you go to the heaven of Allah, you go immediately, you take those women one by one to the bathtub. You put a lot of shampoo and you force them one by one to go in the bathtub and tell them not to fart. If bubbles came out, that means this thing is open. If there's no bubble, she's good to go. If there's a bubble, you can tell Allah to exchange her for you or fix it by putting his finger there or block it. So you Muslims are against somebody using bad language like your prophet saying bite the penis, suck the clitoris. Did you F her? You Muslims against that. Unbelievable. What about your prophet saying dahman dahman? When you F your wife in heaven, you push so hard. Huh? What the heck? The one who speaks like this is a foul mouth? You just insulted your prophet, you potato. Look at those faces.
My brothers and sisters, that's all we want to say, inshallah. Share this with Sister Lily J. And like I said before, guys, if there's anyone out there who...
Shut up, you idiot. Hypocrite, coward, liar. We got you busted. So guys, I hope you have a good time. Lily Dawa hitting in Lily J. The funny, all of them, they are Lily. So Lily Dawa hitting in Lily J, he said he texted her many times, she did not respond. Lily Dawa, he is wishing that Lily J, she will text him back. And then he will convince her to do girlfriend, boyfriend, Hotel California like Mimi Hijab. Like what we saw yesterday. They said more evidence is coming soon about Mimi Dawa. Mumu Hijab. I mean, their names is weird. So I hope we learn something. Feel free to leave your comment. And if you don't give us a comment, no problem. I will ask Allah to curse you. And Allah always listen to my prayer. I cursed Elon Musk. I cursed him. So Allah made him so rich. I'm warning you. I ask Allah to curse Elon Musk. I ask Allah to curse Donald Trump because he took my Donald. Allah made him president. So I'm warning you. If I ask Allah, I am an Arab, I have connection, we speak the same language. Allah don't speak English, He don't speak Spanish, He don't speak Spanish too. Even Spanish He don't speak. Arabic, only Arabic. You have to pray to Him in Arabic because He's not racist. He's not. That's it. You speak Arabic, He listen. You don't speak Arabic, fart, you know. Thank you very much. So, if you don't leave a comment or done something, you know, I will ask Allah to curse you. And like I know a story, it's a true story. I cursed a person, Allah make him look like me. Unbelievable. The guy, he commits suicide immediately. Because he looks so good, I mean, handsome, you know. Like he could not take it. He looked at the mirror like, what? Who's this? I look like Christian Prince. And he jumped from the window. It wasn't the first floor, by the way. But because he was very short, you know. Because remember, he became like me. And I'm very short. I'm like, you know, very short. Only 20 meter, 60 meter tall, like Adam. You know. I'm a descendant from Adam, you know. According to Prophet Muhammad, Adam was a 10-floor high building, you know. I don't know how big his balls was, you know. Yeah, Muhammad, he says that. So I don't know, like, I mean, his balls is must be very big. But anyway, they cannot be bigger than mine. I mean, this is why the big ball they watch in America, they took it from us. Look, Prophet Muhammad, he knew things nobody knows. If you have a doubt about biology, geology, you know, you take it from Muhammad. Man, look how he was short. Okay, so Allah created Adam in his image, the length of 60 cubit. Man. So why we are now, I mean all of you guys, you, not me. You know, for me, in my case, Adam is not even to my knee. I'm just being honest with you. But in your case, why you became so micro? Weird. I don't know. I feel sorry for you. I think the food, the global warming, maybe. I don't want to ask questions which is not right to ask. Like, how big the penis of Adam? Man. Hey, Eve, I feel sorry for you. What the heck? Adam was 60 cubit tall? 60 cubit. Huh. How big his mouth? Anyway, don't think about it. You can ask a ChatGPT or Lily. She will give you the answer. Prophet Muhammad, he tell the truth, and he know only nothing but the truth. So I hope today we have a good time together, and we learn something good for all of us. And as always we say, God is good, so is Jesus, and we are the crusade. See ya.